Welcome to Bible study. He said, this is the book of the genealogy of Adam. If I tell you that statement now is a lie, you will say no. It's a lie. If you have been studying with us from Genesis chapter 1, Adam had no genealogy. Where did he come from? God created him. But he said, this is the book. They wrote it. This is the book we wrote to tell you about the genealogy of Adam, who never existed. Bible is a work of fiction. If Adam existed, you wouldn't need a book to know it. If God created Adam, you wouldn't need a book to know it. Adam will still have his lineage. People, his bloodline will still be running till date. There's no bloodline to Adam anywhere. Adam had no family except in the Bible. He said, this is not like this is the truth. He said, this is the book invented by men, book written by men. So this is the book of the genealogy of Adam. What is genealogy? I asked Google. Genealogy is the study of family history, tracing lineage and documenting the relationships between individuals. It involves researching historical records, family stories, and potentially genetic information to create a comprehensive account of a family's history. See, that statement, this is the book of the genealogy of Adam, is bullshit. You cannot find any lineage of Adam unless you're saying that God is his family. Okay, so if God is family, all of us are children of God, then everybody you believe that God created, why are you telling us to follow your religion for us to meet our Father? It doesn't matter what I have become. If my father is my father, he's my father. Even if he disowned me, he's still my father. There is still record tying me to him, which no one can erase. What is the genealogy of Adam? He said, in the day that God created man, in the day that God created man, that statement is also false. God did not create man. God and some other ones, he said, let us create man. That's who created man, not only God, according to Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. God said, come, let us make man in our image. Unless you say one God here means plural, it's not singular. It's singular here, G-O-D. That's it. It's not G-O-D-S. It's supposed to be in the day that gods, base of a feather, flock together. So when God say let us, God is talking to other gods. And that's why when you read Bible further, you see when this one God called Yahweh became jealous or become jealous and say he's a jealous God. I'm the only one you must worship. I'm the only one you must serve. It's only when I ask you to do image, you will do image. Don't do any other image. Evil God. In the day that God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. What happened to the image and the likeness? Bible contradiction. He said, come, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. He said, God made them, male and female made them in his image and likeness. I don't know why you are still against people that are not maybe claiming your gender. God said he made them male and female, and they call man in our image. God made man male and female. Verse 2. He created them male and female. and blessed them and called them. Oh man, you see, this is New King James Version. I don't want to read it with it. Let me read with King James Version before I come there. Unless he said something, then I will not know something is thank you. You know, that's the reason why they created the New King James Version, because there is a lot of errors in the King James Version. So they have to make the new one. This is one of the errors. Or they find out they made the mistake by saying things that we point people that is bullshit. That we expose that it's a work of fiction. Yeah, let me read it. Male and female created he them and blessed them and called their name Adam. Now, if you read, let me see, I think, is it NIV? That's Bible for you. And that's why this thing is called Bible study. A lot of contradiction, a lot of error, a lot of mistakes, and you call it the word of God that is perfect. He said he created them. No, this one say mankind again. Which another one? Let me see. New International Reader's Version. What does it say? In the day God made them, God and human being. No. Now, let me go back to King James Version. He said God called them Adam because they put their name, but if you see the real place, it will tell you he called them Adam, both of them. Even this one means the same thing. Unless you're telling me there is no more Adam and Eve, or maybe God called. Okay, wait a minute. Think about it. So this confirm that God made man, male and female, as I said earlier. If you read Genesis chapter 1, 26 and 27, where it said that God said, come, let us make man in our image. And he said he made them male and female. Let us make man in our image and likeness. He made them man. He made man into man, male and female. Are you getting it? It's another. You can develop another messages. Different messages from there, right? So God made them. He made them male and female. Can make a lot of things, but let me go on with this one. He said, God bless them and called them their name Adam in the day which they were created. So can we say maybe God called both of them Adam in the beginning? Then because some people will say, okay, according to Genesis chapter 2, that it was Adam that called the woman Eve. He said, because he is the mother of all the living, which is a lie. So maybe if you can think, this is Bible study. He said God first called Adam and Eve Adam. The first male and female God created. He called both of them Adam. Then it was Adam that later called the male that called the female what? Eve. And he returned Adam to himself. Oh man, I can say something from there. I can say something from there. Even you can see why men are claiming children that women bear. You can see. Do you see what he said? Huh? Both of them were called Adam. Then later, the male called the female Eve. Originally, both of them were called. Their name were even. Read it with King James Version again. He said, call their name. It's not call their names. Call their name Adam. One person, one. But dear is not one. It's not his or her. It's not his or her. He did not say, and he called his name Adam, or he called her name there. He said, he called their names Adam. Not names, name. Super contradiction. In the day they were created, talking about the genealogy of Adam's family, right? Okay. The day, no date. There is no date to prove that, yes, there was a day they were created. So how do you count how many years they lived? When did Adam's family start? We need the date it started, because it's been saying that they were created by God. Verse 3. And Adam lived 130 years. How do they know that? When there is no actual date of his creation. There is no date in the Bible of Adam's creation. It's a mere story, my people. If is true, there'll be physical date or real date that you can use your calendar to trace back until you get it, even if it's 1,000,000 years old. Record is there. But you cannot find the date that God created Adam. Yet they tell you in verse 3, and Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name, said, why are they claiming the image and the likeness of the son for the man and not for the woman also that bore the son? I told you that God was created because they hated women. They saw the power of woman and decided to subjugate her by force. But read it very well. He said he begat a son in his own image. God created man in his own image. Man begat a son in his own image. That's why they will tell you that God created you and link it to your birthday. I've heard some people said, oh yeah, the day your mother born you was the day God created you. Some will tell you, oh, the day your mother conceived was the day God created you. God only created one or two persons, Adam and Eve only. God don't have even power to create people when he is almighty. He created Adam one day with other gods, so they created only Adam one day, and he get tired. He get exhausted just creating one man one day. God get tired. Until today, he hasn't come out of that retirement or what, or tiredness. God has not created anything since then. No, he don't answer prayers, he don't do anything. But look at it. The woman conceived and bore son, but it is the son now is the image of the man, the likeness of the man, not of the woman that bore that son, born that son, carried that son for 9 good months. Some carry more than 9 months, some not up to 9 months. But she is the one that carried. No man can carry a child. For you to say that you are stronger than a woman, you are a misogynist. You hate women. You cannot even give birth to your image and likeness. It is the woman that can do that. You don't own the sperm injected into the woman. It is the food you ate that the sperm is not yours. You were not born with any sperm. You were not created with any sperm. It is food that forms sperm. And that's why I keep telling you that we are food. You don't want to know where I go because I'm not educated like you. I don't belong to one Harvard University or Cambridge. That's why you don't care, because you think that intelligence or maybe knowledge is only for educated people like lousy you. The woman conceived, born and bore the child. But they say that child is in image. He said it is the man that begat a son in his own image, after in his own likeness, after his image, and call his name Seth. Verse 4. And the days of Adam, after he had begotten Seth and Adam, were begotten Seth, were 800 years. Have you seen anybody live up to 800 years or 130 years? We have people that have lived more than 130 years. I think so. I've shared the post before. But 800 years, to show you that the Bible is a work of fiction. You know what it means to be 800 years? Unless God was counting a second as 1 year. 1 second, 1 year, 1 second, maybe. That's why it's 800 years. Adam was 800 years when he gave birth to Seth. How old was he when he born Cain and Abel? How old was Adam then? But this one now, because that's how they call it genealogy. There is no date. They are giving you a figure. There's no date when God created Adam. But they're telling you he lived 100 years and 130 years and begat a son. After that, he became 800 years. And he begat sons and daughters. So for those of you that will say, oh yeah, Cain married one of his sisters or blah, blah, or from Adam, it's a lie. This is when, it's after Seth that Adam and Eve had daughters. And Cain is older than Seth. Cain already have children before Seth was born. Think. The Bible is evil book because it was and it is still manual for slaves. They were written to control people. Bible was not written to give you any way how to make it or something. No. Bible is written just to control people. Poor people, vulnerable people, desperate people, slaves, people they enslaved in many ways. Verse 5. And all the days that Adam lived were 936 and 30 years. 930 years. That's what Adam lived, and he said he died. When God said that the day Adam will eat of the fruit of the tree, he will surely die. Adam ate that fruit, he did not die. So Adam have to live up to 930 years before he actually died. Adam did not die the day God said he will die. Because God is a liar. Adam dying at the age of 930 years proved that God is a liar. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Whatever promise of God to you is a lie. And that's why you never see one actualize or materialize. You have not seen one materialize. You have not actualized one yourself. Nobody is hoping on God faithfully. Nobody is waiting on God faithfully. Watch them. If you wait on God, you will just die. Your body in such a way, there's how long it can stay without food and water. After that, you must die. There is no spirit that will keep you alive. There's no God that will keep you alive because they don't exist. Wake up, people. Verse 6. And Seth lived 105 years and begat Enos. And Seth lived after he begat Enos 807 years and begat sons and daughters. Do you see how they removed the woman, only telling you about the man? Because when they're talking about family tree, women are garbage. And the women will not think. After you deliver that child, you went through all that labor. Even Igbo people, my tribe, they are still doing it. When I went to marry that time, I say, I don't want that thing. You go to marry a girl. The mother is not allowed to be in the meeting where they are discussing about her marriage. She bore that child, but she don't have right because men establish culture, tradition, spirituality, religion, every institution against women. Women that still giving birth to them. There's no reason for you to say that you are stronger than woman. If women have the same chance you have in the society, the world will be better and they will put you in your right place. Because you are even the one destroying yourself in the name of destroying yourselves in the name of hating women. You go to war, killing yourself to take other people's women. Use them to populate wherever you want. That's why it seems like the number of women are greater than the number of men. Also, people say biologically dissenting. If you go to hospital where they give birth, you'll have a lot of women, few men, because in nature, you don't need many men to populate. You need many women to populate. A man can impregnate many women. Many women. That's nature. There is no need for competition between a man and a woman. We supposed to be living together, doing things together, having sex together, going meeting together, doing everything together. My people, this is how it's supposed to be. If you're not a father yet, in case if you have children tomorrow, boys and girls, let them live together with you till death. Stop giving them out for apprenticeship or marriage. Because that's what they raise us in this slavery condition to be slavery system to be doing. We sold our sons into slavery in the name of apprenticeship. You don't know what they are going through there. They are going through hell, serving another man. You say your sons. That's in their Bible, Exodus chapter 21, verse 7. Then your daughters, he set them into my permanent one. That of son is temporal, but that of daughter is permanent. You have these children. Marriage started with the poor. The poor selling their daughters to the rich, selling their sons and daughters to the rich. But today they have made it, even the rich are also selling their daughters and their sons too. Because I've seen some rich people, their son go to serve somebody else or to learn another trade or something like that. But think about it. You have a boy and a girl. You have them. Why are you later separating them? Why are you later sending the girl away from your family in the name of marriage? That thing you think she can achieve wherever you say her to, she can achieve it in your house. She can have children in your house. She can make money in your house. She can be whatever that man or that boy can also be. At least you see women now coming into sports. Little by little, we are going back to our root, which is nature. This artificial life will not last. It's not the end of the world. The world will never end. But you see this evil system we are living in, where artificial has taken over nature, it's not going to last forever. Just the same way, whatever you manufacture is not meant to last forever. Nature remains forever. See it. Women, how do they beget? This man begat all those children. Is he not through women? It's women that begat them. No man can beget anyone. No man can give birth. It's women that give birth. So, another thing I missed to talk about is where they put that he called them Adam. So some translation put mankind or human beings. He called them Adam. That's what the original King James Version. I don't know about Catholic Bible. I can search it here, but I don't want to waste my time going there. Adam is mankind. So that's why black people are not mankind. That's why black people are not human beings. Let me say it again because education won't let you listen. Black people are nature. White people are not nature. They are hybrid. White people are hybrid. They are human beings. They are mankind. Mankind. They are not original. Black people are original. We are nature. That's why the artificial came against us. Till today, white people is against us. It's all forever. That is their nature. And they are against us, smiling because we are still asleep. When we wake up, we will put them in their rightful place. And they fear that day. They are not afraid of your grammar. They are not afraid of your speech. They are not afraid of your government. They are not afraid of your rally or whatever you think you are doing. You can claim to reject them all you want. They have you by the balls. They have the weapons you don't. They are not like us. We are not one. There's no such thing as one human race. We are not human beings. Africans, black people, we are not human beings. This is why white people are against us, why we are not against them. We are not the same. I'm not saying it maybe to insult white people or all that. I'm just stating the factual truth. It's natural. It has been proven that they share DNA with animals. We don't. Though we come from the same earth with animals, with trees, but we are not the same. White people are like them. White people are not like us. And that's why they treated us like beasts we treat you. Like a lion we treat a human, a person. That's how they treated us. Although we know better than them, we were here before them and we taught them knowledge. But look at what they pay us back with. Many people are still like white people today. No matter how you help them, they will pay you back with evil because they are evil. So let me go back to verse 8. So all the days of Seth were 912 years. Adam lived 930. His son, Seth, lived 912 years. Little bit reduction. But if you, had it been they give us date, you can find out maybe why Adam lived longer than Seth. But if you will ask me, I will say because there was no actual date for Adam, but there was actual date since Adam gave birth to Seth, right? So people at least they will know this is when he was born. But even this one, there's no date, so nobody knows. Nobody knows because the Bible is a work of fiction. It never happened in history. Adam and all his family members never existed. Remember, Jesus is part of his family members. They never existed. And God is part of his family member because God is the father of Adam. It's written in some place. We will still call there. Adam was called the son of God. So when you say Jesus is the son of God or the only son of God, or the way they put it, the only begotten son of God, it's a lie. According to the Bible, Adam was the first or is the first son of God. Because that's the one God made first. Jesus, there was no sons of God before Adam was made. There was no son of God before Adam was created. It's after Adam created and begin to have sons and others, begin to hear sons of God. And they tell you that it's after Adam gave birth to Seth, that's when people began to call on the name of God. Verse 9. Enos lived 90 years and begat Cain. I have not even gotten to 50. They begin to tell me, oh, go get married, go do this. But this one stayed 90 years before he got married and born Canaan. Not that Canaan of like Canaan Galilee. No, this one is Cainan. After he begat Canaan, Enos lived 800 years, 815 years, and had sons and daughters. You see how their years are reducing, right? I mean, their years is reducing. Adam lived longer than Seth. Seth lived longer than Enos. You see how it goes? Okay. So for those of you that say, oh, there is nobody's living long in my family. There was time people used to live long in your family. Encourage yourself. Stop thinking there is a spiritual thing. Somebody is against you. Nobody is against you unless somebody you have issue with. Stop having imaginary enemies and imaginary friends. Okay? So all the days of Enos were 950 years and he died. Canaan lived 70 years. Everything of their years keep reducing. And begot Mahalalel. After he begot Mahalalel, Canaan lived 840 years. He tried. But it's not up to 900 like his predecessor. So he lived 910. He lived more. Enos lived 905. Then Canaan were 910 years and he died. So all his days, was 910 years. So 5 higher than that of Enos. Bible study. You see how it goes? So stop bothering yourself about life. Who is living longer than you? I've told us this. Long life, you don't need long life. Long life is a religious lie, because long life means you are suffering. That's why I say long suffering. Long life, because when you say you want to live long, you see how you begin to have all manner of pain, arthritis, because you're not supposed to live that long. It's natural, because you keep, you keep being birth and sleep, sleep and wake, sleep and wake, sleep and wake. All this age is artificial. It's not natural. How long you're supposed to live is not natural. There's no time. There is no age. There's no limit how long you can live. Life is eternal. Oh man. Okay, now another one is so he gave back to Jared, right? Mahalalel lived 65 years. Okay, let me start from 15. Mahalalel lived 65 years and begat Jared. After he begat Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years. Okay, he even lived more than 810 and had sons and daughters. So all the days of 895 years. Okay, he tried and he died. Jared lived 162 years before he begat Enoch. Maybe he borrowed that name from the son of Cain. Remember, Cain named his son Enoch. After he begat Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. Oh, this one even lived more than older than Adam. 962. Adam lived 930. Jared broke that record, that family record. So Jared was greater than Adam in age. He lived longer than Adam and he died. Then Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. Methuselah. And he begat Methuselah. Enoch walked with God. When Seth was born, people began to call on the name of God. Now, Enoch lived, after Methuselah was born, Enoch walked with God 300 years. Enoch walked with God 300 years. How many years did Jesus live on earth before he died according to the Bible? 3 must be there. 8 must be there. You think Trinity is a new thing. You don't know what you're talking about. Number 3 has been there. You don't know. God, heaven and the earth. It's been there. It's not a new thing. Okay. Enoch walked with God 300 years and had sons and daughters. So, okay, and you priests in the Roman Catholic Church, Enoch walked with God 300 years and had sons and daughters. Where are your sons and daughters, you Reverend Father? Stupid people claiming they know what they are doing, deceiving our people. Where are your own sons and daughters? Enoch walked with God and had sons and daughters. Where you priests that tell you take the oath of celibacy, you priests, where is your own sons and daughters? Catholic Church deceive you and you disgracing yourself, thinking you know what you are doing. So all the days of Enoch were 365 years. 365 years, that's what Enoch lived. And Enoch, here, and Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Let me say this thing. God is supposed to be the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And if God is unchangeable, as many claim, if Enoch walked with God and he was taken by God, he was not buried anywhere. Have you seen anyone in this world that walked with God all your life or all your parents' life, that person was not buried when they died, but instead God took them? No. There's no consistency in the Bible because it's a lie. The reason why you cannot see the miracles in the Bible in reality, because the miracles in the Bible are all lies. All of them. From creation of man to the coming of Jesus, that's from Genesis to Revelation, they are all lies. You don't need them for any reasonable thing in life. You don't need them for any honest thing in life. It doesn't matter who that person is. If that person believes in God, that person is not honest. Let what happened to Enoch happen to anyone in your family. Let's see. It can never happen. You, in your family, they have reverend fathers, they have pastors, they have anointed men of God. They have been walking with God. Some of you, your own father, walked with God, but you buried him. God did not take him. Why is God partial? If God can take Enoch, then why can't God take you today that is walking with God? Especially when they tell you are under a better covenant. You are under a superior covenant. That's what they tell you. In Christ Jesus. And Jesus said, whatever you ask him, or whatever you ask God in his name, he said he will do it. Ask God that you don't want to bury that your father that have been walking with God, that God had to take him, because you will waste money to bury him. Let God save your family that money for burial, so that he can take that man. You don't need to do any burial. All you have to do is to say, God has taken him. Everybody will be jubilating. No need for burial. No need for funeral. No need for coffin. No need for buying anything, wasting money in the name of burial. I will never invest in burial. I will never bring my money for burial, because we don't supposed to bury anyone with money. We are so stupid that even burial is costing us money. They have destroyed us. Verse 25. Methuselah lived 187 years and begat Lamech. I like this Lamech, man. This Lamech, I like him. With the other one. The other one that say he married two wives also. I like that one too. After he begat Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Methuselah were 969 years. And he died. So he became the longest. The other one lived 962. But Methuselah lived 969 years. You see, I did not prepare before sharing this, but you see, even reading it, I still have authentic memory. I know that one, what is the name? So, in case people that say, let's go research. Jared, Jared, Jared or Jared, or you can say Gerard, the one the Gerald, Gerard. Okay, it's the same thing, Gerard. Gerard lived 962 years, lived longer than Adam. Then Methuselah lived 969 years, longer than all of them. So Methuselah break all their record. But is there any exploit of Methuselah in the Bible? No. Some people use it as a joke. They say, oh, you want long life like Methuselah. They didn't do anything. Lamech lived 182 years and had a son, and he called his name Noah, saying, this one will comfort us. Let me repeat this again. If you're a woman, remember, all this while we have been reading, no woman was mentioned, but they are mentioning the men with their children, but woman is not mentioned. If you are a woman still believe in God or Bible, you are stupid. If you are a woman still saying you are a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jew, you are stupid. If you're a woman still saying you are spiritual or religious, you are stupid. Those things hate you. Those things I just mentioned, they hate you with perfect hatred. You are the only one that will wake up and free yourself from that their hatred, because with that hatred, they'll put you in bondage. You are their slave for life. And he called his name Noah, saying, this one will comfort us concerning our work and the toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord has caused. God cannot give you comfort. Jesus telling you he will send another comforter, you know it's a lie. That's why, have you seen those people claiming to be followers of Christ comforted? They're not comfortable. You see how they're miserable everywhere. That's why they took to lie to make money, becoming millionaires and billionaires through lies. Without money, they don't have joy. They don't have peace. They are restless. They are depressed. They are stressed out. God is the one that caused the ground. All this while, God did not forgive anyone. He said this one will give them comfort concerning their work and the toil of their hands, because of the ground which the wicked God has caused. God is wicked. He caused the ground for his own creatures to be suffering. You stupid God, wicked God. And after he begat Noah, Lamech lived 595 years and they had sons and daughters. So all the days of Lamech were 777 years and he died. So he lived lesser than his father and many of them. The last verse. And Noah was 500 years old and begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. This thing gonna turn into another way now. Remember where we have been coming. Nobody has talking about Cain. Remember, Cain also existing. Cain, or maybe that won't say to die. But how about the genealogy of Cain? Because it was only Cain and Adam that have women as their wives originally. So where is Cain's family? Even in this place, Cain was not mentioned in Adam's family. It's from Adam to Seth. You see that jump? You see how they remove Cain? That's why I say, you see, you can go to Africa, see any Christian, name their children or their son Cain. They may name Abel, but Cain, they run away. Why did they omit Cain from Adam's family? Think about it. If you don't believe in their God, what do they always do? They omit you. They remove you. They condemn you because they are of evil God. A God that hates knowledge. A God that hates life and wants you to live in fear of him. Fuck that God. Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. No daughters. We will know that maybe in the next chapter. But this is the end of chapter 5 of the book of Genesis. Why did they omit or remove Cain and the women from Adam's family? No woman. And you see some men bold today to say, lineage is counted through men. And you see women saying, okay, yeah, it's true. Okay. Yeah. But in America, it's not like that everywhere anymore. Even some children are bearing their mother's name, not their father's name. Because we don't even supposed to be bearing them in the first place. You name your slaves. You name your properties. You don't supposed to name us. Think about it, especially if you are a woman. You are the one that suffered to bear that child, but the glory goes to the man. What did the man do? Only have sex with you. The man is not the owner of sperm injected in you. The sperm is just like the urine. The man is not the owner of water. Blood is not the owner. So, but for you to see how they strip women their natural honor, remove them from their place. Anything that separates man from woman is evil. Anything that puts woman under man is evil. Let us wake up and end this wickedness called God. Wickedness is God. Share it on your wall next time. Okay? God